Moving now to the story we've been tracking since morning. Now, Bellanduru Lake is the largest lake of what's known as the Silicon City of India, Silicon capital of India, which is Bengaluru, known for its IT destination, MNC culture, but also for the polluted lakes that are there, the toxic lakes in the city. Earlier, you had these lakes spewing froths, but now Bellanduru Lake once again has caught fire. On Twitter as well, these are the images that are being shared by the residents of Bengaluru. Even as accountability is being sought from the civic agencies, it's also raising a crucial question of why is it again and again that residents of Bengaluru have to deal with water pollution, air pollution and a rampant encroachment due to a high development by the builders, which has resulted in the ecological imbalance and now resulting in a pollution. Now, Bellanduru Lake, on its part, there was a plume of smoke that was seen since yesterday evening. Trying to get you more details, but it's also not the first time that it's catching fire. It has caught fire earlier in 2015 at least thrice, and that time Karnataka State Pollution Board had also threatened a criminal action against Bengaluru Water Supply and Sewage Board because they had claimed that it is because of the Bengaluru Water Supply and Sewage Board, which is dumping sewage in the lake, that the lake is getting polluted. Well, no guesses there. Also getting a reaction right now from a prominent Bengalurians, Kiran Mazumdar and Harish Bijuru spoke to us earlier.
You know, it's shocking, shameful, and I don't know what to say. But I think the citizens themselves need to also hang their heads in shame, because we all know that most of this is being caused by a very irresponsible and illegal dumping of sewage into the Bellandur Lake for years. And I think the government also needs to do something urgently. I think it's very important to commit a huge budget for saving Bellandur Lake. I just cannot understand why this apathy both with the government and the citizens. I agree the government has to do a lot, but just paying taxes doesn't allow you to dump your sewage into a lake. I think these are all illegal constructions, so don't just blame the government. Government has a lot to do, and I think the government must act in haste. But equally, I think the illegal builders are to blame, the citizens are to blame. I mean, this is ridiculous what is happening in Bangalore. There are no building laws. There's no adherence to any kind of, pollution control norms. And I really blame the citizens in as much as I blame the government. I think every lake has to be saved with a citizen's effort, which the government must fund. Because the government doesn't seem to have the wherewithal or the technology to do anything about these lakes. And I think it's important that citizen groups basically engage, companies that can actually clean up lakes. And there are many technologies available to do that. I don't understand why the government can't simply harness these technologies.
You know, this is a yin and yang issue. The yin is the citizen and the yang is the government. The government collects money, and I frankly do believe that money is not utilized adequately. And citizens are apathetic. Citizens just know how to complain. Citizens don't roll up their sleeves and, form citizen committees and go ahead. We have some citizen bodies in the city which are reasonably active. And I think, they must be funded absolutely. And there needs to be a strength of conviction which needs to come into this entire issue. This is not only about lakes burning, it's also about air pollution levels going out of control. And nobody is noticing it. It will catch up with us very soon. Bengaluru has a disadvantage on this count because we are a city which is on a roller coaster all the while. We're all earning people and we're all working in companies which are of different kinds. One is busy with their own lives. One has very little to contribute to the society around us. And I think that's a serious issue. The oil spill issue in Chennai was something visible. You could see it physically. And when you see something physically, you feel pathetic about it and step out and sort it. But air pollution is something that you don't feel physically. You will find out only when you go to a hospital eventually and you find that you have some kind of a cancer or the other affecting you. And who's to blame for this? I think the city, the citizens, and certainly the governance that looks after all of this.
Parliamentarian Rajiv Chandrasekhar also tweeting saying, here's a tragic sight that sums up exploitation and killing of Bengaluru. Hashtag Belandur Lake on fire this morning, and it's also trending on Twitter as we speak. Going across to Naveen Roy, who's resident of Bengaluru, staying near Belanduru Lake for past 10 years. Naveen, can you tell us when was the first plume of smoke sighted?
Yeah, Devina, it's just very unfortunate. We see the biggest and possibly one of the most beautiful lakes in the Bangalore. We all the stakeholders jointly have destroyed this lake. I have been staying in this area for the last 10 years, and we are observing the lake dying year after year, day after day. Two successive governments, full-term governments, unfortunately, in spite of putting rejuvenation and restoration of lakes, unfortunately have not been able to do anything for this best lake in the Bangalore. It's just unfortunate. All the stakeholders only have been talking, only have been doing the lip service, only it is going into the political parties' manifestos, but unfortunately on the ground, nothing has happened. Each stakeholder has been blaming on each other. For example, the residents blame the KSPCB, Pollution Board blames it on the BBMP. BBMP has 10 different departments to address this. It's just frustrating, and we have been escalating this issue to the Pollution Control Board and the BBMP. We have been paying our taxes regularly, and in spite of us paying the taxes, it's such unfortunate that this is the global, this city is on the global map.
Yes, Naveen, it's the civic agency's apathy that I understand has resulted in such a massive ecological disaster. But can you tell us, when was the smoke sighted first, since you're staying in the area, and what's the condition right now?
Okay, so this particular incident, this is happening second time in the less than 1 year, and this was done yesterday. Yesterday, almost 6 to 7 hours, this whole area was burning and combustion, poisonous gases. These gases are affecting the lives of and the health of the senior citizen as well as the children. I mean, this could get controlled by late night yesterday. And again, it's still this small this kind of smoke and all coming this morning. BBMP officials have told that they have reported at the site. They are doing the inspection.
Okay.
But we, as a citizen, we want to see this beautiful lake restored. Whether it is the coordination between the central government or the state government, we do not care. We just want a beautiful lake to be restored.
Absolutely, Naveen, and we are with you in this fight as well. Bengaluru rising to save their lakes. Thanks for joining us. Also, a very quick advisory that's been issued by the DCP Traffic Eastern. Fire in Belandur Lake area advisory, heavy cloud of smoke. And this is an advisory that's been issued by the Bengaluru traffic cops. But even as the inspection is underway, isn't it time that everyone now focuses on the root cause of it, with civic agencies just passing the buck, such advisories being issued? It's not the first time this lake is catching fire. We've seen it going from froth to fire, and it's now time for action.